I want to thank you from up here for all the good work you're doing. And, oh, by the way, the perfect name for Obama is Obummer.
Yeah, Obummer's a good name. O-vomit, O-liar, O-fraudster,
Yeah.
O-scam artist.
Obama kind of rolls off the tongue just nicely. But what I wanted to talk to you today about, Alex, if I could just for a moment, is free energy devices. I don't know if your listeners have watched the 2-hour video on the Thrive.com site, but the guy
No, we sell the film Thrive on DVD. It's excellent.
Yeah. He states on there have been about 5,000 devices suppressed by, world powers.
Well, I've seen the documentary, and I've been down there. We did a news report on it years ago. We got to dig that up or go back down there. The University of Texas has created, with magnets in their research laboratories, we're one of the main centers, near-free energy devices. The problem is, how do you put them in a car? How do you mobilize them? How do you roll them out? And there's no government funding behind it, basically. The UT stuff is privately funded. And absolutely, and there's another problem, though. There's so many con artists involved in it, knowing the public's interested in it. There's so many frauds where people collect money, claiming they're going to build it and deploy it, and then they don't. That gives it a bad name.
The only way it could work is if it was given away for free.
Yeah, the blueprints for it, the blueprints, but then who builds these systems, and then how do you deploy them into households?
Well, if everybody, there's a lot of little handymen who build stuff in their garages and basements. If you had people starting to build this stuff, it would eventually get around. It would be disseminated to everyone, and this would totally destroy the world financial structure, big oil, big banks. They would all go bankrupt.
Well, my issue is I just want to absorb them and evolve energy-wise out of these old toxic systems. And they know we want to get out of the system, so they come out with all these fake green initiatives that are just more boondoggles. Electric cars that get their power from coal. I mean, it's a total joke. Then they get special parking spots or on high horses. What a joke. That social engineering's failing. They've got the Solyndra scams, the windmills that don't work and kill all the wildlife and are absolute eyesores. And then just, absolutely, it's crazy. And we should get more real people on about some of the new energy systems. But look at wind power. It doesn't work to have it 50 miles away and try to have giant power. But if it's on batteries at your house, you control it, use it as supplemental, it's incredible in places like Texas. But that's a windmill for you, or a windmill to pump water, or a windmill to supply, say, your air conditioning. That is the answer. But when you try to do that, they send regulators out to harass you. They want you to have windmills and hydroelectric, thermal on the grid. Thank you, Richard, from Canada. Let's talk to Joe in Texas. Go ahead, sir. What's on your mind today?
How are you doing, infidel, this afternoon?
I am kind of an infidel. I don't worship the government, so.
Well, I'm an infidel myself. I'm a stay-at-home dad these days, but I'm retired military, medically, of course, served in 2007. I just kind of wanted to talk to you about the different experiences I've had waking people up, as I've been awake myself since before 9/11. Been watching you for a little longer than that. Both good and bad. Probably the most important one, I sat down with this gentleman and a friend of mine. Both of us were awake. He was kind of coming to it. He'd been doing his research for a couple weeks. Sorry, that's my daughter.
It doesn't matter. Let him talk. Go ahead.
Yeah, so he basically told me straight up, I understand the situation. I'm going to join the winning team, to our face. And so we never spoke to that man again. I don't know where he is these days. But
are you saying he knew about the New World Order and he made the decision to join with Sauron?
When we had first started discussing it, he was skeptical. After a couple weeks of us discussing it and showing him different videos and him doing his own research, that was his answer.
Yeah, no, a lot of people, and I respect that. It's better than people that just say it doesn't exist and still sell out, lying to themselves, knowing that they're joining with evil, but claiming to themselves it's okay. I don't like people that join with evil, but I respect them. Good, you've chosen the team you think's going to win, which, by the way, is the losing team. But go ahead.
The second instance, I go to a PTSD group. I was, like I said, in the infantry. I kicked in the doors. I've ruined people's lives. I regret that to this day.
Well, as long as you ask God for forgiveness, and I mean, you should not have any guilt.
Yes, sir. A gentleman from Vietnam goes there as well. However, his background is not just military; it's FBI, counterterrorism.
Well, I want to hear this.
Anytime.
We're gonna come back. I want to hear this group you're in, PTSD group, what you talk about. Interesting information. Stay there. Don't hang up, Joe. Then we're going to go to Corey. Then we're going to go to Jonathan, Clarence, Thomas, so many others. First-time callers today, 800-259-9231, 800-259-9231. I want to hear about what this FBI counterterrorism guy said.
It's time to kick some ash because cigarettes have met their match. Smokers are switching to Vaporite e-liquid by LeSig because when you kick ash, you kick tar and smelly smoke too. LeSig smokes the competition with real people customer service, a 7-day satisfaction guarantee, and same-day fast free shipping. Become a vapor today at LeSig.com, spelled LECIG.com. LeSig e-cigarettes. Kick some ash.
Do you know about the NSA loophole? Or maybe you think your law-abiding ways are too boring for them to care about you. Tell that to the Virginia farmer who was audited by the IRS because of her Tea Party activities. Or the Texas man who woke up to a SWAT team raid because of online comments he had made about his gun collection. No, God-fearing Americans like you are in the crosshairs. Learn how to drop off the government's radar and get off the grid at privacylockdown.com. That's privacylockdown.com.
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Block-It Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpocket.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
That's the sound of a .44 Magnum and Trauma Max, a high-tech hybrid Kevlar bulletproof vest from InfidelBodyArmor.com will stop it and most pistol rounds. Trauma Max is a major breakthrough in pistol-rated body armor, and prices start at just $170 per insert. More protection, more stopping power, more mobility, and it weighs less than 5 pounds. Get details at InfidelBodyArmor.com. That's INFIDEL-BodyArmor.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, America is more dangerous than ever, with 9 million property crimes last year. Crimes are happening every day. Be proactive and protect your home and family. Simply Safe Home Security System helps guard against criminals, thugs, and thieves. Listen, Simply Safe is the absolute best alarm system and company in America today. Here's why. We offer a 60-day money-back guarantee. It's affordable, no contracts to sign, and is built with the latest wireless technology. Simply Safe protects the ones you love the most, even if a criminal cuts your power and phone lines. When you order Simply Safe today, you'll receive a 10% discount along with a free keychain remote. Don't wait. This offer is only valid through February 28th. Take advantage of this special discount offer at GetSimplySafe.com. That's GetSimplySafe.com. Protect your home and family now at GetSimplySafe.com.
He's the T-Rex of political talk. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
By the way, folks, if you want to wake people up, we sell the InfoWars magazine in bulk in groups of 10 up to 100 or more at cost. Big, color, glossy magazine full of graphics, documents, news articles. You can get these as low as $1 a piece when you buy them in bulk to give to friends and family and wake people up. And the current issue is the police state issue, and it's got yours truly on the cover in a SWAT team outfit just to get people talking. And it's got the good, the bad, and the ugly of the police. Now we have to reach out to them in the info war to decompartmentalize them so they understand what's going on. And they're actually easier than anybody I've found to wake up other than military, because when you give them the info, then it all makes sense and they start to listen to you. Okay? Because they just want the police to do oppressive things that make us all hate them, so then it becomes a gang mentality, us against them. We have to go through that line and deprogram them, just like we got to deprogram ourselves and the general public. And then, of course, we have the InfoWars Full Throttle Liberty centerfold with the race cars and fire and American Eagles and 50 caliber rifles. And let's just say this, any trendy communist, socialist, anti-human, fake feminist is going to really get very sick looking at this. And I don't even know why we put Leanne McAdoo on there right in the middle of the shot. I mean, I guess she just fits in with the guns and the cars and everything. But I'm being sarcastic, ladies and gentlemen. The point is, our great reporter, Leanne McAdoo, with a double 50 cals, we got to get her out shooting sometime. And with the rest of the crew, get Jakari out shooting and get David Knight out shooting the 50 cals with my buddy Steiner. But there's the cover. InfoWarsStore.com to get the magazine, to get the Wake Up America coffee that I think is the best coffee out there, bar none. And remember, your purchase makes the broadcast possible. Okay, so we got a former military vet. Said he was a door kicker in, I guess, the Iraq, or was it Afghanistan gun confiscations. He can tell us, and he was saying he goes to a PTSD group with an FBI counterterrorism guy, probably there to spy on all you guys, or I don't know, he might be a nice guy. A lot of FBI guys are actually not bad people. But tell us what he told you. Go ahead.
Just a little backstory. I was in Sadr City, Iraq, and was a year after they had put a ceasefire up through the British and all the criminals and Iranians had infested. But this gentleman, I didn't speak for a year going to that group. I was in a pretty bad spot. So I got to know everybody before I opened my mouth. And boy, things all changed when I did. Because when I started bringing things up, he became a gatekeeper really quick. For instance, you know, I'll give a couple examples. The whole Dorner issue, he had an excuse for everything, including shooting up the vehicle, which I believe those cops are now going to be possibly reprimanded for. Other issues.
Yeah, like a car that doesn't even look like the truck they're looking for with white women in it in broad daylight. They shot up, what, 3 cars full of people that weren't even... I know why black guys were wearing shirts saying, "I'm not Dorner." I'm sorry, go ahead.
The first thing you learn is trigger discipline in the military. So I'm dumbfounded with that and how he could defend it being from a military and civilian law enforcement.
Well, you heard me guess before you told me he was there to spy on you guys, probably.
I haven't made up my mind yet. It's been a couple of years. But like I said, he's a gatekeeper, and we have, you know, different gentlemen come there from different backgrounds every era, even World War II vets. And so if anybody brings anything up that's against the establishment, you know who's going to answer. It's this guy. And he's going to answer with the party line. And that's matter of fact, never changed this man's mind. But he comes off, you know, as a nice guy, truly believes it. So, I can't make up my mind with him. But on the same token, I've stood at parade rest in the military in a battalion formation and discussed how if we were going to have any more discussion about mutiny, then heads would roll. So, I mean, we come from very different backgrounds, apparently. But the third thing I wanted to bring up to him, like I said, was a third example would be Fukushima and the Navy sailors. We have Navy gentlemen in there as well.
Hold on, I want to hear this. And let me guess, the FBI guy says radiation's nutritious, probably. And Obama loves us. And Fast and Furious was good. Benghazi was good. And the government shipping the drugs in is good. I mean, these guys have joined with Sauron. Introducing Pro One. All of your filtration in one system, portable, on the go. No more do you have 2 or 3 filters to just reduce sodium fluoride. You have a system that cuts out the sodium fluoride and up to 95% of hydrofluorosilicic acid. Advanced manufacturing technology combines silver-impregnated white ceramic with new Aquamedics advanced media for removal of fluoride and other heavy metals, all in one filter element. It is the only one that does it, and out of the gates, we have it discounted at 10% off with promo code WATER. This is the only system that in one unit helps reduce or remove pesticides, herbicides, chloramines, ammonia, and chlorine, hydrofluorosilicic acid, the most common form of fluoride not covered by other fluoride filter brands, and sodium hexafluorosilicate. Get your Pro Pure with the new Pro One filter today at InfoWarsStore.com or by calling 888-253-3139.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.